1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Ali Ahmed. First, the headlines. Prime Minister has again expressed commitment to bring in the latest technology to ensure transparency in the elections. The Federal Cabinet in its meeting held in Islamabad today with the Prime Minister in the chair accorded approval to the draft of State Bank of Pakistan Amendment Bill 2021. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf has decided to file a new petition with the Election Commission against election of Yusuf Raza Gilani on Senate seat. President says government is taking all necessary measures to protect the rights of minorities and ensure security of their holy places. The new British High Commissioner to India has expressed concern of the ground situation in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The United States has urged Houthi rebels to must show their willingness and engage in a political process in order to achieve peace in Yemen. And now, the news in detail. Prime Minister Imran Khan has once again expressed the commitment to bring in the latest technology to ensure the transparency in the elections. During the cabinet meeting in Islamabad today, he emphasized the need for using electronic voting machines in the elections to make the whole process transparent. The Prime Minister said he will regularly take updates on the matter as well as giving the right of franchise to overseas Pakistanis. Quoting an international report, the Prime Minister regretted that every year $1,000 billion are laundered out of the poor countries to the rich countries. Meanwhile, briefing the newsmen in Islamabad this afternoon about the decisions taken in the Federal Cabinet, Minister for Information and Broadcasting, Senator Shibli Farah, said that the Cabinet accorded approval to the draft of State Bank of Pakistan Amendment Bill 2021. He said the purpose of this amendment bill is to make sure that the State Bank is more independent for improving economic situation of the country. He said the Cabinet also approved the draft Income Tax Amendment Bill 2021. Shibli Farah said the Cabinet appreciated the decision of Justice Retired Azmat Saeed for not receiving any privilege as Chairman Broadsheet Commission. He said, due to effective measures, we have reduced the losses of state-owned enterprises to half. He expressed the hope to make them profitable in next few years. Chief Minister of Punjab Sardar Usman Khan Bustar called on Prime Minister Imran Khan in Islamabad today and discussed overall situation of the province. The pace of the ongoing development projects in Punjab also came under discussion. Chairman Senate Sadiq Sanjarani says he will approach every political party as part of his election campaign for re-election to the seat of Chairman of the Upper House. Talking to the media persons in Islamabad today, he said whosoever wins the elections of the Chairman Senate, our main focus should remain on strengthening the parliament and democracy. Speaking on the occasion, Speaker National Assembly Asad Qasir strongly rejected the opposition's allegations regarding the number of votes secured by the Prime Minister Imran Khan in the vote of confidence. He said we have to promote democratic norms and should not lose the moral ground. Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf says it will file a new petition with the Election Commission against the election of former Prime Minister Yusuf Raza Gilani on the Senate seat. Talking to media persons in Islamabad today, PTI leader Farrukh Habib said Yusuf Raza Gilani is already an ineligible person, so he does not have the right to become the member of the Senate. In her remarks, MNA Kamal Shazib said PTI is striving to bring transparency in the election process. This is Radio Pakistan. President Dr. Arif Alvi has said that the government is taking all necessary measures to protect the rights of minorities as well as ensure the security of their holy places. He made these remarks while talking to members of National Commission of Minorities, led by Chairman Chelaram Kevlani, who called on him in Islamabad today. The president said that the government has provided equal rights and opportunities to the minorities and encouraged them to play their role in their national development. He said steps are being taken to ensure the protection of churches, shrines, temples, gurdwaras, and other places of worship of minority communities. The members of the Minorities Commission thanked the government for constituting the commission and protecting the rights of minorities. Chief of the Naval Staff Admiral Mohammad Amjad Khan Niazi called on military heads of the armed forces of Qatar and visited naval facilities during his official visit to Qatar. During the meeting with Commander Qatar Emiri Naval Forces Major General Abdul Hassan Al-Sulaiti, regional maritime security and professional matters of mutual interest, including the bilateral naval collaboration, were discussed. The naval chief highlighted Pakistan Navy's efforts for ensuring the maritime security in the region, including regional maritime security patrols and participation in the combined maritime forces. The commander Qatari Naval Forces appreciated Pakistan Navy's initiatives to support collaborative maritime security in the region and acknowledged the significance of a strong bilateral naval collaboration. Later, during separate meetings with Chief of the Staff of Qatar Air Force Lieutenant General Pilot Ghanem bin Shaheen Al Ghanem and Commander Qatar Air Force Major General Pilot Salem Hamad Akel Al Nabat, they discussed matters of professional mutual interest, including bilateral defense collaboration. The naval chief underscored the importance of enhancing the interactions between the armed forces of both the countries through exercises and training exchange programs. Vaccination of people of 60 years and older age against COVID-19 will start tomorrow. The vaccinations would be done in reverse order age-wise, and the registered oldest persons would be vaccinated first. Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly today passed a unanimous resolution to grant Gilgit-Baltistan the status of an interim province. The resolution said that Gilgit-Baltistan should be given the status of an interim constitutional province and representation in the National Assembly and other federal bodies. It was further elaborated in the resolution that Pakistan's principled position in the light of United Nations resolutions on the Kashmir issue must be upheld in the amendment. In Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, in a bid to keep the outside world uninformed about the indescribable brutalities perpetrated by Indian forces personnel on innocent Kashmiris, Modi-led fascist Indian government has unleashed a reign of terror and harassment against media fraternity. The things have gone so worse that even India's own Editors Guild, in a statement in New Delhi, has to express shock by casual manner in which the editors of Kashmir-based publications are routinely detained by Indian forces personnel for reporting. Meanwhile, senior all-party Hurriyat Conference leader and Anjuman-e-Sher-e-Shayan President Agha Sayyid Hassan al-Muswi al-Safwi, in a statement in Srinagar, strongly condemned the use of brute force by Indian police on protesters in Budgam district. On the other hand, the United Kingdom's new High Commissioner to India, Alex W. Ellis, in his first press briefing in New Delhi, said that the British government is concerned and keen to analyse the ground situation in occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The United Kingdom envoy also expressed the desire to travel to Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to have an assessment of the situation. The United States has urged the Houthi rebels to must show their willingness to engage in a political process to achieve their peace in Yemen. A State Department spokesperson, Ned Price, in a statement said the leaders of the Houthi movement need to stop attacking and start negotiating. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected in most parts of the country during the next 12 hours. However, rain, wind, thunderstorm is expected in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, North Balochistan, Upper Punjab, Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan during night and evening hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analysis, log on to our website radio.gv.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan.